Hello and welcome to another top 10 video. Today's video for top 10, as you can see on the screen and in the title, well, maybe the title, the screen version is a bit slimmed down a tad. We have top 10 characters that I would love to see as third-party DLC characters in Super Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U. Before I get some crazy fool in the comments telling me that yes, there are no more DLC characters going to be released, this is just a fun list of people who it would be awesome if they were in Smash Bros. I don't care that they're not going to be, and I don't necessarily hope that they will be if they decide to put DLC characters in. This is just a list of people who would be cool to see in Smash Bros. As DLC characters, ranked from the one I want the most to the one I want the least out of the top 10. So yeah, there isn't really any rules apart from them. They have to be third-party characters. Other than that, they can basically be anyone. So yeah, let's dive straight in. Number 10. Taking the number 10 spot, we have Crash Bandicoot, the classic character from Sony, who is a big one on the PlayStation 1. It was when he debuted in his, I think, a trio of games, possibly. But don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. I've not had the most experience with Crash Bandicoot in my time. However, he is quite a cool character, and I think he'd be good in the list. I haven't really thought about how he would play it or what they do with him. I know he has a variety of jumping attacks. I don't know if he has any attacks, he just does a lot of jumping things. So they could incorporate that into his specials, so like his up special, and then just have a series of regular punches and stuff, kind of like Sonic, just slower, and without the homing attack, obviously, because I don't think he has a homing attack. If he has a homing attack, feel free to correct me in the comments, and then sure, but I don't think he does. Anyway, my number 10 pick is Crash Bandicoot. Number 9. Coming in at the number 9 spot, we have Ratchet and Clank, who I think would be awesome in the game as a duo, especially considering they have a new movie coming out this year. So it would be an awesome way to publicize them in the field of Smashy Bros, because people play Smash Bros. I believe Ratchet himself is actually in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, so they could incorporate some of his moves from that. However, that will make him harder to make a duo character. Of course, they could just incorporate Ratchet or Clank. Ratchet, I believe, is the yeah, I do know that. Yeah, sorry, I had a mental block and I was like, what the hell, which one is which? Obviously, Ratchet is the yellowy one. I'm not sure what Ratchet's supposed to be. I'm not sure I've ever played a Ratchet and Clank game. I just think it'd be cool to be in the game. So yeah, Ratchet and Clank as a duo character. I think Ratchet would end up being the one that would do most of the attack. Not like Duck Hunt Duo, because obviously Duck Hunt Duo just like summons a whole ton of stuff and you go and stand there. I think Ratchet would do a ton of the like ranged attacks, maybe, while Clank would be like the melee. So if you use his standard attacks, Clank would do them, and the special attacks Ratchet would do them. I guess it could work the other way around. I don't know really. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not here to dictate exactly what they should use and what they'd be like. But Ratchet and Clank would make a good duo character, like Duck Hunt Duo, and like Ice Climbers, who should be back, but they can't make this list. They're not third party. Number 9, Ratchet and Clank. Number 8. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we have Deadpool. And you might be thinking, what, Deadpool? Why? Because Deadpool's awesome. He's got a new movie coming out as well, as like Ratchet and Clank do this year, which actually is released in a couple of weeks, I believe. So it'll be awesome publicity. Plus, he is generally quite a good character when it comes to fighting. He has his swords, he has his punches, he has his guns, and he's quite known for his fighting, so it wouldn't be weird to put him in a fighting game. So it would be cool to be able to play as Deadpool. I mean, his swords could end up being his like standard ones, like a couple of sword slashes. His guns could be his side special. He has like a wide variety of other stuff that he can do. I'm not going to get into detail, but there's a ton of other stuff that you could do. And I think it would just be a funny character, a fun and funny character that they could shove in if it was cool as DLC. So yeah, number 8, Deadpool. Number 7. Coming in at number 7, we have ToeJam and Earl from the classic ToeJam and Earl games on the Sega, the original Sega Genesis era time, Mega Drive, Genesis, that kind of time. They appeared in 2 games. They would be another duo character if they were put in. The Earl being the big podgy orange one, whereas ToeJam is the red one with 3 legs. They get a variety in the debut game, ToeJam and Earl, in which they are on Earth. They have the ability to use a variety of presents which they can open to give them abilities. So you could incorporate these into their specials. For example, you can get a slingshot that fires tomatoes. You can get wings. You can get rocket shoes. You can get whole tons of other stuff. Teleports, food. So they could incorporate that into their attacks. They could have like a down special being like they eat some kind of food and it heals them their percentage a bit, or and their side special being like the slingshot and they fire a tomato, or they could just throw the tomato because that's another upgrade. Spring shoes or wings could end up being the up special. I don't know about the neutral special. Probably like boombox. No, boombox would probably end up being like their final smash or something if they get a boombox. That or rocket shoes, though I don't know how you'd incorporate rocket shoes into an attack. They could use Earthling as their standard special and summon some kind of Earthling to do an attack for them, which would be quite cool. They'd work quite well as a duo character, I feel. They'd move quite a lot like Ice Climbers used to, and so like they'd have double attacks. So like when if they fire the tomatoes as a duo, then they shoot 2 tomatoes instead of 1. If like one of them dies, then I think ToeJam would probably end up being the primary one. So if Earl died, then ToeJam would be able to fire just like the single tomato. But yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. In Smash, they could also have it so that ToeJam does the neutral punches, and if you charge up like a neutral attack, then it would be Earl that does the attack, as Earl's bigger and stronger as a character. So that could be a cool mechanic. But yeah, number 7 is ToeJam and Earl. Number 6. Coming in at the number 6 spot, we have the Terminator, the T-800 Terminator, from the Terminator films, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who I think would be a great character in the game. They could incorporate his attacks and base them off of the Brominator from Broforce, who has the ability to change between Arnie Skin and Terminator X Endoskeleton as a power. That could be like a Final Smash transformation in the same way that Wario Man works. They could also incorporate Minigun as an attack. Although that might be a bit overpowered, that might be like a Final Smash exclusive thing. Other than that, he could has like a variety of weapons you see him using over the films, so they could shove those in. For example, shotgun, he could have as one of his attacks. He could have grenades, I guess. I don't think you ever see him use grenades in the film. They still could incorporate grenades as an attack. Pistols, I already said shotgun. I'm not sure what else he uses off the top of my head. Oh, he has those laser pistols in the original film. He also has a motorbike, which is a prominent thing in the second film. So he could have some kind of thing like Wario does, where Wario summons his bike and can just like ride along. He could do that in the same kind of way, where he could also be able to fire his shotgun from the bike. So that'd be cool. What else could they give him? I mean, he'd be very good at the punching stuff, so that's kind of a given, really, isn't it? Um, but yeah, I think he'd be a good character in the film. Um, in the film, in the game. My bad. In the game, not the film. So yeah, the T800 Terminator is the number 6 pick for the list. Number 5. Coming in at the number 5 pick, we have Kratos from God of War. He also appeared in... Oh, excuse me, I burped mid-sentence. He also appeared in PlayStation Battle Royale as a playable character, so they could take a lot of design emphasis from his appearance in that. He has his blade things, which I know have a name. I'm gonna get slashed in the comments if people decide to comment on this, not knowing the name of his blades. But I've never played a Gears of War. That's a completely different series. God of War game. So I don't know what they're called. But he has like those blade things that you can probably see in the pitch shows, because I mean he's holding them like all the time. He could use a variety of those for attacking. I mean, I believe they're attached to chains, and he can like throw them, so that would be a good up special. He could use those as a grab in the same way that Link has his hook shot. He could, I think he has like kind of like magic god powers, so he could like burn things, and with his down special, like stabbing the ground with them, tornado in them across with like a side special. I don't know about a neutral special. That could be like a grab or something. Actually, no, maybe neutral special would be the tornado slash move, like kind of like Meta Knight's tornado, and then you could have some kind of, not like a grab as such, but like a throw. So he like hooks you and throws you instead of being like the same as a grab where you just grab them and pummel them. And then he could use just like a set of regular slashes as his main attacks. I don't really know what his final smash would be. I know he fights like gods, so he could incorporate that. Like head ripping, that's the thing he does, isn't it? He could rip the head off of your opponent. That'd be a bit graphics for Smash, maybe, but oh well, he could incorporate that. Who knows? I still think Kratos would be a great addition to the game, so he's making my number 5 spot. Number 4. So coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, of which I have played the original Tomb Raider briefly. I have all the original Tomb Raiders on Steam. I've just never played them, because I don't know why, really. I've just never had the chance or the interest, I guess. I will do at some point. I've just never had the inkling to go, ooh, let's sit down and play Tomb Raider. Ho-ho, I guess. But, yeah, Lara Croft, if base her on the new games, or they could incorporate a bit of both, really, couldn't they? They could take, like the pistols from the original game. I believe she has pistols in the original game. And then they could take the bow and arrow she is, like, iconic for using in the new titles, the 2 new ones that they've done, which look cool. I wish I could play those, but I don't have any platforms with them, like, they would support them. I mean, my computer would run it, technically, but it would lag like hell. And then, I don't have an Xbox One, but, you know, this isn't the kind of time to be talking about that. I was thinking that they could incorporate 2 different types of arrows as a weapon. So, like, her standard special would be a bow, kind of in the same way as Link's. So it would be just like a blockable projectile that would do a set amount of damage. And then the side special could be a fire arrow that would do less damage but would be unblockable, so would always hit. So, because I feel like that would be quite cool. I don't know what else she really does. I mean, does she have machetes? That would be a cool thing to go and implement, although they might have to make that for Smash. I'm assuming she has like some kind of rope, so you can incorporate like a rope grab as a up special. I know she's known for doing some crazy jumps and stuff, and surviving boat wrecks and plane crashes and things like that. She's a bit of an interesting one. But I think she'd be a good character if they did her right. Maybe for a final smash she could like get wolves and stuff. I know there's like wolves are a big thing in the some of the Lara Croft games, where it's just like Oh no, wolves. So maybe she could get some wolves show up at some point or something. I don't know. Maybe that would be a good idea, maybe it wouldn't. I guess we will see. I don't think they're going to put Lara Croft in the game, to be fair. But it'd be cool if they did. So Lara Croft is at number 4. Number 3! Coming in at number 3 is none other than Batman himself. I mean, how could I not put Batman on this list? He has so many things he could put as attacks for him. He has Batarangs, which would be a great side special. He has his gas pellet things as an escape, which would be either a great up special as like a way to teleport to ledges, or as a down a special as like a stun, possibly. He'd be great at like punching people with his hand-to-hand combat kind of thing. He has his like grappling hook thing, and that would actually probably be a better up special. Yeah, have that as his up special, and then have the daze thing with this flash grenade, or the not flash grenade, smoke grenade. And then he could have his up special being like a hook shot thing, a grappling hook that he has. And then what would his neutral special be then? I don't know what his neutral special would be. What else does Batman do? He has tons of gadgets, so I'm sure they could come up with something creative. But yeah, he would also... His final smash would probably involve the Batmobile. It could be something like it could be something like Captain Falcon's, is what I was trying to say. It could be something like Captain Falcon's, where he summons the his race car, which has a name and I can never remember it. And it like runs you over and is like basically a one-hit KO. So it could be something like that. Either that, or you could incorporate it as in the same kind of way as Zero Suit Samus, where he gets the Batwing, and can just like fire off missiles or machine gun bullets at the stage for a bit, similar to Snakes in Brawl. But yeah, I really think Batman would be a great character in the game. Especially considering there's the new Batman vs Superman and what's that other film? The Suicide Squad coming out this year, which feature Batman. So it'd be great publicity for DC and their new movieverse that they're trying to bring out to rival Marvel. Very poorly rivaling Marvel, by the way, because I mean, let's face it, Marvel's winning on the movie front. Massively winning on the movie front. So yeah, anyway, that's enough of that jibber. Batman is my number 3 pick. Number 2. Coming in at the number 2 pick, I actually had a hard time choosing which round I was going to put these to, him and this guy in number 1. This guy being Darth Vader. Darth Vader would be great in Smash, I feel. I mean, it would be a swordsman, but it would be like Shulk kind of way, I guess you could say. Like Shulk, but better, because Shulk's not the greatest. He's not bad, but he's not the greatest. But yeah, Darth Vader, he has his lightsaber, which would be great for like standard attacks in the same way as any other sword character, like the Fire Emblem characters and Link and Toon Link, and the aforementioned Shulk. He has a variety of force techniques, which would be great as specials as well. I mean, you could have force choke as like your standard special, and then force push as your neutral special, force jump as your up special, and then like some kind of ground smash. Because I know if you've played Battlefront 2 as like all the Jedi characters, and you like smash the ground, like it kind of does like a ground pound thing, which I think would be awesome. You could use it to like force people back. And then there's like a grab, you could pull people towards you with the force, and then like grab them, and then like knee them or something. I don't know what would be as his final smash. Probably something Death Star related. He could like Death Star the cannon, the screen, the stage, and then it like is an instant KO on everyone, which would make him a bit overpowered in hindsight. So maybe not that. But yeah, I feel like Darth Vader would be a great addition to Smash. You could also have it so that one of his alternate palette swaps made him look like Anakin, who could have the exact same playstyle. Because let's face it, Anakin, when he went bad, had the exact same abilities as Darth Vader. You could even incorporate Force Lightning in there, because I believe in the Force Unleashed and the Force Unleashed 2, one of those ones, he actually has the ability to use Force Lightning. So that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? So yeah, Darth Vader is my number 2 pick. Number 1. So coming in at the number 1 spot is Spyro the Dragon, who would be amazing in Smash. I am a very big fan of Spyro, until they Skylanded him. So as you can see by the image I'm using, it is not a Skylanders image of Spyro, it is proper, traditional PlayStation 1 Spyro, which is the kind that they should put in. He has enough attacks for them to do that. I mean, he has his glide, which would be, like, great to incorporate instead of him having, like, a double jump. His up special could be, like, his temporary fly ability, which he has in some games. He has the ability to shoot flames, which would be a great neutral special. He has this horn charge, which would be a great side special. Something to do with Sprax could be one of his, not Sprax, Sparks, isn't it? Why did I call him Sprax? Sprax is from something else. I don't remember what it is. I always get them confused. We could do something with Sparks. Maybe even like his. And then actually, as a final smash, I think you could incorporate a ton of other characters, like side characters, that they could bring back, like Sergeant Bird and Hunter or Cinder. Although maybe not Cinder. Cinder's kind of crap. But Sheila from that game, Year of the Dragon, the best one. Agent 9, he would be cool in there. Or maybe they could team him up with Crash Bandicoot in the way they did in Spyro Orange and Crash Bandicoot Purple. Who knows? And they could do some kind of combo attack in the same way as Robin does, where he gets Chorm, or Shulk does, where he gets his Shulk friends. Shulk friends. I don't know anything about Xenoblade. I'm really sorry, guys. But yeah, I really think Spyro would be great in the game. He was up for contender as a DLC character, but came miserably short and miserably unvoted, so that's quite sad, isn't it, really? I think only like 6 people voted for him. I'd love him in Smash. He'd be so good! So good! He has so many attacks, and they don't have a dragon. People have been asking for Ridley. It's like the best thing that you're gonna get, because they're not gonna put Ridley in. That'd be stupid. They can't turn someone from a boss character to a playable character. That'd be ludicrous. It'd be like them putting Taboo as a playable character, or Rayquaza as a playable character, or Master Core as a playable character. They just wouldn't do it. It's stupid. Rant off. Anyway, Spyro is my number 1 pick. And that about brings this list to a close. Let me know who you would slap in as a DLC character from a third party, if you could slap in anyone you wanted to. I know Shovel Knight is a big pick, and Banjo-Kazooie is a big pick, who are both technically standalone, not standalone, third party, because Rare made Banjo-Kazooie, not Nintendo. But yeah, anyways, be sure to smash the like button. Be sure to check out my other videos. There is my Pokemon Red randomized Nuzlocke episode that came out yesterday, which you can still vote on for the next 2 days. So be sure to cast your votes as to which starter you'd like to see me use. Also, be sure to tune in tomorrow to see the next episode of the brand new Spyro LP. And be sure to tune in on Friday to see which starter got chosen for my Red Nuzlocke, and see me start catching some dudes and doing the story. I'm going to get out now. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!